Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Gamecocks will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Got the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Wow, we knew coming into this one, this offense wanted to start fast, but David, how about that run and the vision and his ability to spring himself up into the second level, and you saw the speed. That's the kind of play early in a game that'll get your attention.
Get your attention and get the offense rolling. Get them in a rhythm. Like, you're not depending on your quarterback. Your offensive line did a great job paving the hole, creating an explosive on the very first drive. Man, that will get everyone lathered up and excited on this offense.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. They grab the early lead. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
Number 96, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's McAllister. Knocked down immediately.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Sellers. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. They'll run the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You got to love that 3rd down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on 3rd and short, getting that next set of downs.
Here's Sellers to throw. Out wide left, it's McAllister. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
On the move. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
3rd and long right here. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And they'll just down it right there. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. See it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right at the gut, gets the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down. Not a lot of room to take that one back. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
He's past the marker. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Now let's go get 7.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the ground, it's Howell. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Extra point here will tie the game. And right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. From deep, it's Rodgers. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense all over it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Julian saying to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Hunt is on its way. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. On the run, it's McAllister. Turning it on! A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Here's a give to Auguste. He's past the sticks. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Throwing Sellers. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Third and long coming up. The give. And to the end zone. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And on 3rd and short right there, man, there's no bones about it. Like, you could tell this offense was going to run the football, try to be physical. They do, and they get their running back downhill, and he makes the play. Now sets them up in 1st and goal. And up here, guys, I would expect more of the same. Try to dominate the line of scrimmage, be physical, and run that ball in.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air, can make plays with his feet like this, runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught on the RPO. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Long way to go on 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Sellers. He's got the back in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Powers inside. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Racing down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Pulls and fires complete. At midfield, he's got room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
Here's Sayin to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. This is a designed run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeye! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the back. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Making the adjustment. Play fake, Sellers. Here comes the heat. On the run, deep down the right side. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks! How about that shot into the end zone, and he makes the grab for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Say it. Looking for a huge play. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Tulane taking on the Iowa State Cyclones. And it's the home team looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's McAllister. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Here's Sellers to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McAllister. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. They'll run it. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
The Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
In the backfield, it's Harbor. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
There he goes. He's at the 20. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line.
Will take over. First and 10.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably...
Makes a grab and room to run. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
24. First down for the offense.
The Buckeyes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
2nd and long here. Throwing, say it. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Once he got some room, it was over. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass.
Number 96, set to kick it away.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's chased out of bounds inside the 15. They'll mark him out at his own 14-yard line. Not much on that kick return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. He's got enough. At the 35, he's got room. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Uh-oh, look out. Breaks into the open. Inside the 10. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And the Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Here's Auguste. Stopped right there.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now on the move. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the back. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Turning it off.
It doesn't get any better from the defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
This offense has it with really good field position. On the move, it's McAllister.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Just feeds the running back. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Driving forward, it's McAllister.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. A run for the quarterback. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Left side is Smith. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And the Buckeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Say it. He's going to fire deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Jackson. Just smothered on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Now here's Sayed. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Saying to throw for it on fourth. He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch. All the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out.
Number 96, set to kick off.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Hits the hole. It's Fuller. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking for a crease to the left. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Right side, it's Harbor. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Here's Julian saying to throw. Out wide right, it's Jackson. There he goes. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
great job of spatial awareness and understanding the situation of the game, too. Down in a 2-minute situation with no timeouts, somehow, some way, you have got to get out of bounds. Really nice effort there by the receiver.
To the air, it's Sayin. Caught. At the 35, he's loose. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Are you surprised? Right, I'm going for my main guy. That's my dude out wide that I can trust. This is a moment where it's about trust, right? Late in the football game, we got to make plays. He goes to his go-to guy and makes a big play.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
And this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right?
Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked off in the end zone. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee.